I'm super excited about this call. This is an update call from the one and only Elizabeth from Roanoke, Virginia. Elizabeth, what are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm sober. I'm good.
I'm sober.
Doing nothing.
Okay, so you're calling with an update 7 months, right? Since you and I talked. So take us all the way back to 7 months ago to now.
Well, when I first called you at the beginning of the year, I was really on the fence about quitting using marijuana, which at the time I was smoking every day for almost a decade. And I even just re-listened to that episode, and I was really scared to stop. Like that really, I really noticed how scared I was to stop.
Why were you scared to stop?
But shortly, I was scared because I really felt like my feelings would be overwhelming, and I wouldn't be able to tolerate just feeling kind of like normal feelings.
I don't think I brought this up last time. Can I just, like, right as you just said that, can I tell you something that just popped into my head?
Yeah.
You were in a civil war with yourself. You were scared of you.
100%.
Wow. Yeah. You were scared of you.
I was.
Like how you're going to respond to your husband, how you're going to respond to that boss, how you're going to respond to that person cutting you off in traffic, how you're going to respond to those childhood trauma things that you haven't dealt with. You were scared of you.
Yeah.
And so I guess for a decade, weed helped you shut you up for a minute, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
But I was running into some problems using it. So then I was really on the fence because it wasn't really giving me relief anymore. I had a new set of problems from using. But then I had this like scary idea of what it would be to not be using.
Okay.
So that's when I ended up reaching out to you because I just felt like so trapped by the decision.
Yes. Okay. And what did I tell you to do?
Well,
I'm asking for a friend.
I don't know what you told me exactly.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I think what really made a difference for me was to remember that the feeling will pass. And I think that that's something I still carry with me. Because I had a tendency to feel like the emotion I was feeling was everything. It was like my whole world, totally overwhelming. I couldn't cope with it. I just
and
had
forever.
To escape.
It's everything and forever. Yes.
Yeah.
And this too shall pass. Oh, man. Okay.
And this too shall pass is like basically making a commitment to just say, like, I'll try it. And that's when I ended up following up with you after, because I did try it and it was going well. Wow. And so now, fast forward, it's been 7 months and I'm doing great.
You're still sober 7 months?
Yep.
Wow.
Totally.
Okay. It is really, really rare to not have 1 or 2 or a couple of weeks of like, all right, let's just, Tell me about a time. Have you fallen off at all?
No.
Not one time?
Nope.
Wow. And if I remember correctly, you're married and your husband wasn't all in, and then he kind of saw how the lights were coming on for you. Yeah. And tell me about where he is.
So he took about 2 months off, and now he's back to using.
Okay.
But he has been really ambivalent about this the whole time. So I think he's still moving in the direction of stopping completely, but we do have kind of different relationships with substances and just our backgrounds and things. So, I think he's having some more challenges, but really, really dedicated to like kind of follow the path because he sees how great I've been.
So this makes it even more amazing. You are somebody who is trying to, quit eating sugar, and you have a partner who just brings gummy candies and Twinkies into the house every day. That's extra hard. Extra. So you made a stone cold commitment.
Yeah. And I was telling you when we followed up last time, it was around like my emotional health and my mood. And like I had been dealing with depression on and off for decades, and I really wanted that to be resolved. And that's something that I really feel has been the biggest benefit of stopping using, is that I haven't had one depressive episode since I stopped.
What do you attribute that to?
Well, I have to say that maybe taking away this this up and down all the time really helps, because like when you're high, you just want to be lazy. So then if you have anything to do, you're kind of pissed off. You can't just be lazy. So it's a lot of extra just being annoyed. But then the next day you're more tired, and then that makes your day harder. So then you're more likely to be stressed, and then you want to use. And it's just this kind of cycle that adds a negative. I found that it just was adding this extra undercurrent of like negativity.
I mean, I think that's a brilliant insight. I would also add to that, one of the cornerstones of healing from depression is little wins, is teaching your body, I can. And after you figure out I can, that morphs over time to I will. And that morphs over time to I am, right? So I can not smoke this next 5 minutes. And then I can do the next 5 minutes after that, which then lets me know I will quit all the way, which then goes to a new identity, which is I'm a person who takes care of their body. I don't do that. Right?
That's so true. And I really feel so strong now. And there was even times in the beginning where difficult emotions, and it was kind of like a feeling of, what do I do with my hands? I'm like, I'm kind of awkward that I'm doing so well. Like, aren't I supposed to have had a breakdown or something at this point? And so it's kind of uncomfortable to feel balanced, I'll admit.
So you're having... It's amazing that you're saying that, because I was speaking with a business owner yesterday. I met with a group of business owners. It was a behind closed doors meeting, and one of them said, I started this practice. I've been running and gunning. This thing is more successful than I ever could have imagined. And I realized over time that I started this thing out of, I'll show you that I can do this. I can outrun my whatever. I'm going to earn my dad's blessing. I'm going to keep running and running. And she said, I don't know how to run this thing in peacetime. I don't know how to say, whoa, we're here. We're making $1 jillion. Our business is good. We're serving people well. This is enough for now. And she didn't have a psychology for that or a set of practices. And that's exactly what you just described. Like, I know how to live out of chaos, and I know how to cover up my emotions, and I know how to keep the other half of Elizabeth quiet. I don't know how to just say that sucks and then go about my day. Right? That's a new set of skills. How have you leaned into that? How have you practiced that new set of skills? Because that's incredible, Elizabeth.
Thank you. It's been tough because I was using marijuana also to just relax. I felt like I was like on hyperdrive all the time. It was the only way I could wind down. And that it did just take practice and a lot of self-talk to say, like, it is okay to take a break or acknowledge my boundaries, because I really wasn't acknowledging my boundaries. So now I'll be tired in the middle of dishes and be like, that's enough dishes for now. And I'll just walk away. And before that would have stressed me out. I would have pushed myself till I got irritated. And I'm trying to prioritize the bigger things. Like finishing the dishes in one standing is not necessarily the most important thing to me. Maybe it is that I need to go take a break or respond to this phone call, step away, do something that's more fulfilling, I guess. Because I would get just like either hyperdrive and then smoke and then become like a vegetable or go ground. So I'm trying to just find that balance.
I mean, you to say you're an inspiration is the understatement of the year. You're incredible, Elizabeth. And like stopping smoking weed's hard. After stopping anything, right? That you've been doing for a decade is hard. Changing that habit is hard. But what I have found over time is what often sends people back is trying to get through that awkward stage of a new way of doing life. It's just like I love the way you just said that. It's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Like, I'm just standing here and you're looking at me, but it's you looking at you, right? And that is that awkwardness is so new and so raw and so weird. Dude, I'm just going to smoke, right? I'm just going to have another drink. I'm going to have cheeseburger. That will make the awkward go away. And you have, I don't say powered through it, but you've made peace with it. This season's going to be awkward. All right. Kind of like it's winter, so I'm going to wear a jacket. Okay. I'm not going to fight the weather. That's a waste of my energy and time. I'll just wear a coat. Right?
Exactly. And I've been really trying to work on that, like labeling what I feel. So, like, for example, in the past, I would have said, I'm depressed, and that I would just spiral out of control. So now I try to say, like, I feel depressed right now and try to caveat it. Like, it's just right now. Like, I feel depressed right now. What do I need to do right now? And I noticed that shift in like the framing has been so powerful too.
Okay,
and I'll even catch myself be like, I'm stressed out, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I feel stressed right now.
I love
and it really helps shift my mentality.
The great William Glasser is a famous psychiatrist, and I really like a lot of his what he wrote. He would not allow his clients to use the words "I'm depressed" or "I'm anxious." They had to say the words "I'm depressing" or I'm anxietying or I'm headaching, I'm back aching. They had to take ownership of the things their body was doing in order to keep them safe or to protect them or to keep them from feeling awkward, etc. And that's really similar to what you're doing. You don't say the words "I'm depressed." You're like, nope, my body has a feeling right now. It's trying to send me a message that it would rather not be taking this phone call. But we're going to take that phone call. Yeah. Or I might even take the phone call right now because I don't have to because I'm a grown-up, right? You
yeah, exactly.
are so great, Elizabeth. Incredible. Okay.
Well, thank you.
Go ahead.
So I will also remind you that this all started because at the beginning of the year, my husband and I decided that we wanted to try to have kids. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to share that I'm actually 7 months pregnant.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So on top of everything, I've been like a hormonal mess, and I'm still feeling great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Boy or girl?
Thank you. Girl.
I think John's still a good name for a girl. You can make that work.
Yeah. Johnette.
Yes, Johnetta. Gosh, if that doesn't sound like never mind. I was going to make a geographical joke and I won't do that. Yes, Johnetta sounds great. I'm all in for that. I'll wear that shirt. Hey, congratulations. Okay. Congrats.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Know this. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you.
Thank you.
And I'm excited for what comes next for you guys. And okay, I always have to do this, and I feel like funruiner.com. Is that okay?
Sure.
When you have this baby, oh man, it's going to be the most amazing, wonderful thing. And there's going to be a flood of I'm not enough and shame and old school drama that comes back out that you can't even, it's going to be incredible. It's like two fire hoses at the same time. I want you to never forget, I'm with you every step of the way. Call me anytime. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. And little Johnette has won the lottery with you as her mama. It's going to be so cool, man. Thank you so much for calling back in and checking in with us. You made my whole day. It's awesome. 7 months after smoking out for a decade every day. Says, I'm done. And I'm going to live with the awkward. I'm so proud of you.